Salam, Phenix, Ramadan, LJacksun, back in the light of Al Brazeera Cyber Network. That sounds kind of funny. But anyway, we are here to discuss the high cost of education, and we're going to get right to it, okay? So, yeah, we hold these truths to be self evident. If you disassociate one from their nature, you darn well better be prepared to nurture them very well, or be prepared for their nature to reinstitute itself, its divine self, its inherent self. Okay? Now, what causes most to grieve when it comes to commercial education is the placebo effect it has on some. It misleads people to it misleads people to believe with such education, commercial education, one will actually be developing their inherent self, be to define their inherent self, when in reality it is professional career training, professional career education. Um, One is to be schooled to fill a position in the matrix. And what is the matrix? An economic system by which one is tracked by their mother's maiden name, i.e., through the birth certificate and then the social security number. Um, um, Now, we're going all the way back to the black one, the black mother. Okay. Now, 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 um, where are we at? Okay. So now, okay, the problem with commercial education, most children become, especially higher education, most children become young adults, while in college. So while they have in basic education, at the stage of reading and writing, most don't even know what they're learning to read and write for. They don't realize it is a career education. They think it's just something they do in life. Okay, I'm checking the time. Okay, now, so they don't see it as professional career training. Now, so in most like, as I said, the higher education, colleges and universities, when they are 21, no, they become 21 when they enter the universities and the colleges. So they select their profession not based upon their inherent integrity. In all these years, they've been disassociated with their inherent integrity. That now they got to reconnect with their inherent integrity through the educational system, through the job they select. Okay, but they're based upon whether or not they believe they like it or not. Okay, so, and as I said, most do this when they become young adults in college, and they enter college about like from 17, 18 and on up to the young adult 21 and beyond. Okay, so they really don't know what they want to do. So they really are still growing, is what I'm saying. They're still mentally growing. Okay. Now, so, and the profession they select most times generally is selected not based upon their inherent integrity but market value, i.e., job training. Thus, the I am window dressing, the commercial value, adding to their commercial integrity, and that becomes the who I am. I am the doctor. I am the lawyer. I am the commercial doctor. Versus the inherent in doctor, not the inherent doctor, but the what I am, a healer. A healer versus I am a doctor. A healer involves natural spiritual healing, and spiritual healing leads into what they call Western medicine. It leads into that because you go with the herbs and and many of the medicines are drawn out of the natural environment. So understanding the natural environment certainly is a plus, but I'm kind of deviating. But just to show you the value of the who I am versus the doctor versus the healer. You know what I'm saying? The doctor is the commercial. The healer is the one who heals whatever whatever he's you know uh, inherently you know able to do, naturally able to do to heal. Because like sometimes a person can just touch a person, and just that vibration of that their touch can heal, restore. Like let's go with like not acupuncture, yeah, acupuncture. You know, um, and how it re restores the connection, the energy connection in the body to heal the body, and decrease certain uh, uh, problems, elements. Okay. Um, so that's healing versus going to the doctor and paying a fee. I mean, with healing, yeah, there's a fee, but most times it's not about the money. It's about the spiritual connection to who the person is or to what the person is as it relates to their divine, being. I mean, because it's like when he was 3 years old, he didn't know he was a healer, but let's say he was, and he touched something, and that person automatically felt better. He didn't know that, but yet as he grows older, then he will, get in touch with himself as he is remain connected to what he is. But if he goes, the commercial route of being a healer, he, uh, or a doctor, then it takes a whole different, rediscovering of self, So, because might not be what he is, Now, so as we said, okay, okay. Okay. So, okay. Thus, the I am what window dressing, as we said, and to what the person believes they are. When it's who they really are, they become who they answer the question, who am I? I'm a doctor. What am I? Whether it's, and who becomes only the name at their birth certificate. You know what I'm saying? When in the spiritual world, as we talked about, the what is the integrity of what the person's composition is. Their spiritual composition. Okay, as it relates to what what is that not the structure of their atomic structure. But when I'm talking about atomic structure, I'm talking about energy. Okay, and how that's composed. Okay, to comprise who they are. What they are. You see what I'm saying? And then the energy that's comprised has a nature. Okay. And that nature is identified through its integrity. And then its integrity will determine what it is, and what it does, its purpose. Okay. Now, so now, and we said, well, okay, so and who affects. No, the who what we say. Okay. Yeah, the who is only the birth name as it relates to what? The matrix in the commercial system. Okay. Now, so it aids and abets one in this manner, okay, of disassociating one from one's inherent identity or character. Or as it relates to getting lost in getting one's integrity lost in the matrix and not knowing who one is, and the innocence of the young as they enter into this big new world, okay, having been disassociated from their nature and having entered this bubble, okay, this world where there is secular, commercial from spiritual realm that they come from. They're in their homeschooling environment as it relates to their foundation and their first perspective, understanding of the world. Okay, their first, you know, their first perspective. But that's not. I want to go beyond that. You know, you know. Okay. Anyway, um, so. Okay, yeah. So although it cannot give insight, meaning the commercial education cannot give insight as to the identity of one's nature, or their inherent integrity to discover the aspects of their true self. Because once one knows what they are, the who will follow. Okay? Well, then they can name them. The who will follow the who it is. Okay, because the integrity has an identity too, and that's what we name what that is. It's given a name. Okay, the what is given a name, and that what is you. Okay, that what becomes you. Okay, and then the what is identified as the you, who you are. Okay, through your character. And in fact, it's not. It said the person takes 3 characters of their name. Okay, and in the Western society, they have like 3 names, right? The first, last, and middle. And Eastern cultures, they like to take the first 5 names. You know, so that's a lot of virtue going through there. So that's why it's very important to select the name very, very carefully. But that's kind of deviation to what I'm saying. But it's very important to understand how naming as it relates to what the person is. It identifies what they are as it relates to character, as it relates to being a real being. No, that's what I want to say. And I just lost my place. But I'm gonna start over again because I don't like this.